Hey everybody, thanks for being here today. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips that you need as a beginner rider to better control your motorcycle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I appreciate it. Let's get started. Now, I still consider myself a beginner rider. I've only been riding for about 15 months, and I've probably put less than 5,000 miles on my motorbikes in those 15 months. And I think it's absolutely critical as a beginner rider to keep on practicing some of these basic skills that are needed. So let's talk about some of these important tips. First tip is keep your chin up. Keep looking out in front of you, not down in front of you, not down in front of the motorbike. Okay, you want to keep looking ahead. You want to be scanning around to see what's going on. If you have to do an emergency stop or a tight turn or something like that, you don't want to be looking down in front of you. You want to be looking up, keeping your chin up. Second, always look where you want the bike to go. This is absolutely critical. When you're making a corner, when you're doing a U-turn, anything like that, you want to be looking where you want the bike to be going, not where you are right now. Third, be careful not to target fixate. Target fixation happens when you look at something in the road, something on the side of the road, a person, a pothole, a guardrail, a light post, another vehicle, anything like that, and you start just getting very focused on them, even unintentionally. It's usually not because there's something special about it, it's just your eyes tend to fixate on it. And what happens is, because of the rule in a motorbike that the bike is going to go where you're looking, you end up heading right for whatever it is you're fixating on. So one of the key things here is called situational awareness. Situational awareness is kind of the opposite of target fixation. That's where situational awareness is where you're scanning ahead of you several seconds down the road. You're watching, using your peripheral vision to watch closely in front of you while you keep your chin up. You're, watching what's going on the sides to know what might come out in front of you, things like that. So here's a good example of situational awareness. Down, I don't know if the camera picked this up or not, but farther down the road, you can see there's a deer crossing the road here. And if you see one deer, the first thing that you should be thinking of, especially as a motorcycle rider, is there another deer that's somewhere in the vicinity? So sure enough, here I am going down the road, and I'm starting to slow down because here I see another deer running along the side of the road, and I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to go dashing out in front of me? Is he going to just stay on that side of the road? What's he going to do? So situational awareness. These first three tips, the keeping your chin up, look where you want the bike to go, and don't target fixate, all have to do with where you are looking, where your eyes are pointing, the way your head is pointing. These are absolutely critical things when it comes to controlling your bike. If you're going around a corner and you're not looking through the corner, then you may take the corner too wide and go into oncoming traffic. If you target fixate, you may run into whatever it is you're fixating. Look where you want the bike to go. Fourth is learning the friction zone. Friction zone is related to the clutch. When the clutch is fully pulled in, the back wheel is completely disengaged from the engine. When the clutch is fully released, the back wheel is fully engaged. Pretty much everybody who rides a motorbike or even a standard transmission car understands this. But on a motorbike, there's a small area in the clutch where the back wheel is starting to engage, but isn't fully engaged yet. This is called the friction zone. So you can tell you're in the friction zone when the bike is starting to move forward, but you can still rev the engine and the bike doesn't lurch forward. So The bike hardly accelerates at all when you rev, but you're still moving forward. The friction zone is very important when it comes to controlling your bike at low speeds. So taking a tight corner, taking a corner from a stop, U-turns, figure eights, all those kinds of things use the friction zone. Anytime I am going around a 90-degree corner, whether to the right or to the left, I keep my bike in the friction zone until I'm fully through the corner, and then once I'm straightening up, then I release the clutch all the way and start accelerating down the road. The last tip is called countersteering. Now, this was probably, when I started learning, this was probably the hardest thing for me to understand. It just seems very counterintuitive, but it is very true based on the way physics works. Countersteering goes into effect when you're going 15, 20 miles an hour or higher. It does not go into effect when you're going at slow speed. But when you're going 15 or 20 miles an hour or faster, and you need to make a turn, then you countersteer. And that is to say that you, in order to turn right, you push the right side of the handlebars away towards the left. The bike, that will force the bike to lean to the right, and the bike will turn right. Same thing, when you're turning left, you push the left side to the right, and the bike leans over to the left and turns left. You can also do it in the opposite. If you want to turn left, you can pull on the right side towards you, or if you want to turn right, you can pull on the left side towards you. It does the same thing, but basically it's countersteering because you're pushing or pulling the handlebars in the opposite direction of the way you want to turn. So these 5 tips: keep your head up, your chin up, don't target fixate, look where you want the bike to go, learn how to use the friction zone, get used to the idea of countersteering. These are 5 really important tips for learning to control your motorbike at both slow speeds and at regular traffic speed. I hope this helps. We're going to have a continuation on this video in a little bit, talking about different exercises and practices you can do, but this is going to be it for now. So hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.